Hey, my name's Kathleen Coble, and I'm here to talk to you about how to get more sales out to your Amazon store. We all need more sales, right? So keep watching, and I'm going to talk to you about the top ways that I use to optimize my product listings.
Optimize your listings. This seems pretty obvious, right? So here are the top ways that you can optimize your listings. These are the main things of your listing that not only customers see when they first come to your listing or even when they're searching for you, but these are also very heavily weighted in the Amazon algorithm, and I kind of put them in that same order. So your title is the most important. You want to utilize as many characters as you have available, depending on what category you're in. Some only have 80 characters, some have up to 250 characters. Utilize them. Make sure your title makes sense, but also that you have keywords in there that you're trying to rank for. Same with your bullet points. So your main keyword should be in your title because that's the most heavily weighted part of your product description. The next heavily weighted are the bullet points. So you want to make sure that any longer phrase keywords are in your bullet points. Maybe that they don't make sense in your title, but always make sure they're in your bullet points because Amazon is going to see those keywords and then start ranking your listing for those keywords as well. So the bullet points, make sure you use all five. Make sure that the way I like to do them is to have the first couple words in all caps and then have like a sentence or two after that explain what the benefit is, which is what you have in all caps. All right, so the next item are your images. So you want to have at least 5 different images, 5 to 10. So 5 is like your minimum. You want to make sure that your customers have good images of your products. So not only are they totally informed as to what they're buying, but also give them images of the products in use. That will kind of tug at their emotions a little bit and show them how they could actually use your product. Product description is also very important, not quite as important as the other 3 items. And when you're doing your product description, you want to make sure that you use HTML tags. So if you're not familiar with what that is, that allows you to create spaces and boldness and headlines within your product description. So a lot of times you go to listings and it's just all one big paragraph and it's very hard to read. So just make sure you use HTML. If you have any other questions about that, I can talk about that at the end, but a good program that I use is called draftin.com, draftin.com. And what you can do is take your product description, put it in Draftin, and then it will spit out the HTML code, which you can then literally just copy and paste into your product description. Okay, and then the last item are your back-end search terms. These are so important. Now you only have 250 characters to utilize. So what we like to do is don't put in your main don't put in your main keywords. You want to put in keywords that maybe are misspellings. You could also have some competitor keywords in there. You want to put in the keywords that you don't have room for in your title, bullet points, and product description, or maybe don't quite make sense, but they're relevant. So like I said, these are going to be competitor keywords or competitor brand names, misspellings of common keywords, ingredients, materials, things like that. So make sure you have your back-end search terms filled out. Make sure you use 250 characters, all those characters. So here's one of my pro optimization tips. Something that we like to do when we're creating new listings is, so go find your top 3 competitors' product listings, okay? And then I want you to sort and read as many as you can of the 1 and 2 star reviews, okay? Because this is going to tell you what are people complaining about. And this gives you really good insight into something that you can highlight now in your listing using your bullet points, your product description, and really highlight how your product is better than the rest. So here's an example. These are finger crayons. And overall, there's good sales, there's good ratings. But now if I was selling a product that was similar to this, I am going to go and look at what are people complaining about. So some people say, these things are great, these things are wonderful, but not everyone. So you can see one person says, I thought they were cute, but then one of my kids threw the crayon and it immediately shattered. Yeah, been there. Um, well, it didn't take long before the whole box was shattered crayons. Okay. And then the second person said, my toddlers let it fall. It broke into very sharp pieces. Okay. So something now, if I'm a competitor and I'm listing my finger crayons, I'm going to make sure that in my bullet points that I talk about how durable they are. Of course, you want to make sure that your product is actually durable before you claim that. But that is something that I would highlight and say extra durable, because the people who have bought these finger crayons who are now looking on Amazon to buy someone else's are going to go buy yours because you're highlighting how durable they are.